Joseph Stalin, born Ioseb Vissarionis Dzhukashvili on December 18, 1878, in Gori, Georgia, rose to become one of the most significant figures of the 20th century. His leadership of the Soviet Union marked an era of profound political, social, and economic change, leaving an enduring impact on world history. Stalin's life is a complex narrative that encompasses his early years, rise to power, governance, policies, and legacy, which have sparked intense debate and analysis among historians and scholars. Stalin's early life was marked by adversity and hardship. Born into a poor family, his father, Vissarion Dzhukashvili, was a cobbler, and his mother, Ketevan Galadze, was a washerwoman. Tragedy struck early in Stalin's life with the death of several siblings and his father. This led to financial struggles and forced Stalin's mother to seek work in other towns. In his youth, Stalin excelled academically, attending a seminary in Tiflis, now Tbilisi, with the intent of becoming a priest. However, his ideological leanings shifted towards Marxism, influenced by the radical ideas brewing in the political atmosphere of the time. He was expelled from the seminary, and his involvement in revolutionary activities began to shape his destiny. Stalin joined the Bolshevik faction of the Russian Social Democratic Labor Party, working alongside Vladimir Lenin. He played key roles in organizing strikes, leading demonstrations, and engaging in clandestine activities against the Tsarist regime. His commitment to the cause earned him respect among fellow revolutionaries. During the Russian Revolution of 1917, Stalin's organizational skills and strategic acumen became apparent. He rose through the ranks and held various positions within the Bolshevik Party. Stalin's role in the October Revolution and the ensuing civil war was instrumental in securing Bolshevik control and consolidating power. Following Lenin's death in 1924, a power struggle ensued among the Bolshevik leadership. Stalin emerged victorious, outmaneuvering his rivals, including Trotsky, Zinoviev, and Kamenev. By the late 1920s, Stalin had consolidated his grip on the party and the state apparatus, assuming absolute control over the Soviet Union. Stalin's leadership style was characterized by authoritarianism, centralization of power, and the cult of personality. His policies aimed at rapid industrialization, agricultural collectivization, and social transformation. The implementation of the five-year plans aimed to modernize the economy but resulted in immense human suffering, including famine, forced labor camps, gulags, and widespread repression. Stalin's domestic policies brought about significant societal changes, but at a great human cost. The collectivization of agriculture led to resistance from peasants, resulting in the Holodomor in Ukraine and other regions, leading to a devastating famine that claimed millions of lives. The purges of the 1930s, known as the Great Terror, targeted perceived enemies of the state, resulting in mass executions, imprisonments, and the elimination of political opposition. The cult of Stalin's personality reached unprecedented heights, with propaganda portraying him as a paternal figure and the embodiment of the Soviet state. His rule was marked by fear, censorship, and the suppression of dissent, creating an atmosphere of paranoia and obedience. Stalin's foreign policy aimed at securing the Soviet Union and spreading communist ideology. He signed a non-aggression pact with Nazi Germany in 1939, which allowed the division of Poland and facilitated Soviet expansion into Eastern Europe. However, this pact was short-lived, as Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa, invading the Soviet Union in 1941, leading to a catastrophic war on the Eastern Front. Stalin's leadership during World War II was crucial, though marred by initial setbacks and massive casualties. The Soviet Union's eventual triumph at the Battle of Stalingrad and the subsequent turning point of the war showcased Stalin's strategic decisions and the resilience of the Soviet people. The alliance with the Western powers led to the defeat of Nazi Germany, solidifying Stalin's position on the world stage. The aftermath of World War II saw Stalin's influence extend further into Eastern Europe, establishing satellite states under Soviet control. This expansion heightened tensions with the Western powers, leading to the onset of the Cold War. The ideological struggle between communism and capitalism defined global geopolitics for decades to come. Internally, Stalin's rule continued to be marked by repression and the elimination of perceived threats. The Doctor's Plot, An anti-Semitic campaign in the early 1950s reflected the extent of Stalin's paranoia and cruelty. Joseph Stalin died on March 5, 1953, under mysterious circumstances. His death marked the end of an era characterized by his iron-fisted rule, transforming the Soviet Union and leaving a legacy that remains a subject of intense debate. While some view Stalin as a ruthless dictator responsible for millions of deaths, others credit him with industrializing the USSR and leading the nation to victory in World War II. Stalin's legacy is a complex tapestry of achievements and atrocities, with ongoing discussions about his impact on Soviet society, his role in shaping global politics, and the lasting repercussions of his policies. His rule continues to be studied and analyzed by historians, offering insights into the nature of authoritarianism, totalitarianism, and the complexities of governance. Joseph Stalin's life and legacy are multifaceted, embodying the complexities of power, ideology, and the human condition. From his humble beginnings to his ascent as a formidable leader, Stalin's impact on the Soviet Union and the world reverberates through history. His rule, marked by both grand achievements and grievous atrocities, stands as a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked power and the complexities of historical interpretation. The debate surrounding Stalin's legacy serves as a poignant reflection on the nature of governance, ideology, and the enduring lessons of the past.